afternoon. Hey, there you go. At least someone got it. Good afternoon. Welcome to the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital. I'm Suresh Gunasekaran. It all started September 14th. ESPN Game Day was in Ames, Iowa for the Iowa State football game. One funny sign, one man with a great heart. Thousands across Iowa and the nation rallied to the cause, and not even a month later, we're here for a $3 million gift. I barely remember the game. Oh yeah, Carson, I do. Hawkeyes 18, Slycones 17. No, seriously, we are so overwhelmed and grateful to be part of this national event that highlights the important work of caring for pediatric patients. We recognize all of you today with full hearts. Our patients, our families, our caregivers are all uplifted by this unexpected, generous gift. Thank you so very much. We're gathered here in the Jardine family lobby, and we're delighted to welcome Mary Joy Stead and the Jardine family with us to share in this heartwarming news. We want to thank them for their instrumental support in creating this world-class home for pediatric patients. Also with us today are University of Iowa President Bruce Harreld, as well as Vice President for Medical Affairs, Dr. Brooks Jackson, who would also like to share their appreciation. I'd like to tell you more about where we are gathered and why this place is so special to so many people. I'd like to tell you our story. Our story is an Iowa story and a story of heroes and a story of pumps as well. Although my Iowa story began just under a year ago as CEO, our Iowa story has been long one of a shared vision, an optimistic vision of what we can accomplish here for kids. This new, beautiful, state-of-the-art facility is home to our talented pediatric care teams who serve with excellence and dedication. As Iowa's only comprehensive children's hospital, UI Stead Family Children's Hospital provides care for children from birth to young adulthood, with services ranging from promoting wellness to the care of general childhood illness, surgery, traumatic injuries, life-threatening and chronic illnesses, and developmental disabilities. We're this state's only Level 4 neonatal intensive care unit and Level 1 trauma center, which allows us to care for the most critically ill children in the region and beyond. Just last year, our UI Stead Family Children's Hospital story included caring for 83,000 children from all 99 Iowa counties, 45 states, and 20 countries. Our story also has heroes. As Coach Ferentz always points out, the real heroes are in this building. I'd like to take a moment to recognize these heroes in our story, our patients and families, for their courage in the face of really daunting odds, as well as the heroes that are our dedicated staff and all they do to support our patients and our families. A round of applause for them, please. This fall, though, a remarkable set of events, and our story has more heroes. Our patients have long talked about their heroes that play on the field at Kinnick, because as I like to say, even heroes need heroes. And the Iowa Hawkeyes provide us hope and inspiration. But this past month, our patients and staff have been talking about some new heroes and some new hope. With this spontaneous gift, our Iowa family has recently grown by the thousands, and we couldn't be more thankful for this support. We have some fun numbers to share with you about the donations. More than 35,000 Venmo heroes across the U.S. supported the cause. Heroes for the Cause originated from all 50 states across the country, over $600,000 in payments from heroes in Iowa. The top five states who sent money in support of the cause: Iowa, Illinois, Minnesota, California, and Nebraska. And of course, we are here today with one more hero. More than $3 million was raised in just a few short weeks through one man's spark of selfless generosity. Carson King inspired a whole nation to think about more than fun, more than a football game, more than a rivalry. He inspired a nation to think about our kids and how we want nothing but the best for them and for our future. Thank you, Carson. It's also been incredibly heartwarming for our staff to read everyone's kind words about what we do here. We're as deeply touched by the comments as we are by this generosity. We promise to be good stewards of this amazing gift. It will leave a lasting legacy as we continue to build the best children's health programs benefiting countless Iowa families and beyond for decades to come. Now, I want you to meet one of our doctors and leaders in our nationally ranked neonatology program. Dr. Patrick Mcnamara is among the country's leaders in critical care of premature infants in the field of hemodynamics, where heart imaging leads to better survival rates. He's going to tell us about the clinical care at our hospital and how the gifts you have given will help us to continue our critical mission of the best outcomes for our special patients. Dr. Mcnamara?
Thank you, Suresh. Carson, I come from a different world of football, so I don't really have a conflict of interest here, so I want to make that statement very, very clear. So, my name is Patrick Mcnamara. I'm the director of the neonatology division. I'm in the very fortunate position here of leading an incredible team of doctors, nurses, and other healthcare professionals who are united by a common bond, which is to provide care for some of the smallest, most premature infants the world has ever seen. And in addition to that, some of the most complex, critically ill patients. Our goal is to ensure that every patient achieves the best possible chance of a complete medical recovery and support families as they navigate their way through this incredibly treacherous and difficult journey. Our neonatology program here at the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital is regarded as a world leader in the care of premature infants, some of whom are as low as 22 weeks gestational age. An upcoming article that will be published in the next coming months in the Journal of Pediatrics, one of the leading pediatric journals, published by Dr. Kalezi and her team here, highlights survival rates of 78% of premature infants born between 22 and 23 weeks gestation. That's 17 to 18 weeks premature. 20 years ago, this would have been considered impossible. This supersedes all published data that exists anywhere else in the world or in the medical literature. What is even more impressive, that these tiny babies are not just surviving, but have little to no adverse neurodevelopmental outcome, which is a true testament to the care and the passion that all of our staff show towards these patients. Now, like Suresh, my journey is just over a year. I grew up in the west of Ireland. I moved to Canada, where I spent 17 years working at the Hospital for Sick Children in Toronto. And there I established a new program called hemodynamics, whereby neonatologists like myself are trained to use bedside ultrasound of the heart to enhance their ability to make better diagnoses and provide better therapies for their patients. Before coming to Iowa, I was very familiar with the exceptional outcomes for these tiny preterm babies. And when I actually came here and witnessed the program, I was even more impressed by the exceptional commitment to patient care, the cohesiveness of the whole team. Just like any sports team, a football team, American football team, if the team doesn't have a common approach, common tactics, and a common philosophy, things will not go well. To be given the opportunity to help this team grow even further and immerse our hemodynamics program within this culture was an opportunity I could not pass up. Now, the neonatology program here is but one part of an exceptional organization. As the only comprehensive children's hospital in Iowa, we provide 24/7 advanced care for children under the same roof, where multiple subspecialties work together for one common goal, which is to provide the best care and, most importantly, hope for our families. In addition, as part of a larger university hospital, the University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital promotes innovation and discovery and a supportive academic environment which allows our scientists and investigators perform groundbreaking research which may further help solve childhood mysteries of diseases and train the next generation of healthcare providers. Our hospital is also a leader in family-centered care, which recognizes the importance of supporting families through these very difficult times, encourages both parental and child advocacy, and recognizes the families as key and integral members of the interprofessional team. Like Suresh, I am blown away by this selfless act of generosity. This act of true kindness humbles us as healthcare professionals, and for this, Carson, we applaud you. This gift will help our families and patients in so many ways. Carson has requested that the funds be dedicated to the clinical areas to allow us to provide the best care using the best services, best technology, and the most appropriate equipment for our patients and families. I'd like to share with you some of the possible ways the money may be used. This is a new gift, so not all of these details have been fully ironed out, but here are some possibilities. Funds to help ease the financial pressures for families when their child is hospitalized. It's not easy. There are so many costs. Hotels, meals, traveling, pharmacy copays, the list goes on. These can add up very quickly and further add to the stress these families are going through. This funding may help ease that load for families. It may support our Child Life Service program that provides direct support to parents, families, siblings through the use of play, forms of communication. Child life specialists help reduce the stress and meet the emotional and developmental needs of children during these challenging times. We continually need to invest in the latest technology, such as multimodal monitoring, artificial intelligence, platforms that will allow us to provide enhanced monitoring of patients in areas like our neonatal intensive care unit, allowing us to identify the right problems earlier so that we can enhance our patient outcomes. In addition, we need to continually invest in improving access to this institution so that patients all over the state may benefit from the care. Through enhancements in our neopediatric transport system, families will be provided the opportunity to this comprehensive, world-class, subspecialty pediatric care. These funds may also help professional development and continuing education for our staff members, ensuring that all teams function at the highest level with the most appropriate knowledge. The funds are also potentially useful for essential equipment, such as incubators, advanced imaging units. The list is endless. On behalf of the neonatology program and the Children's Hospital, I would like to thank also the tens of thousands of donors, including Carson, most sincerely for this amazing gift and for being part of our Iowa family. We are incredibly grateful, and as Suresh mentioned, we will ensure that these funds are used wisely. Now, I would like to introduce Camden Reisner and her mother, Mandy, to share their experience with the hospital. Camden was incredibly sick as a baby, and we look forward to hearing her incredible life story that involves another program of excellence, our pediatric cardiology care team and our critical care team. Thank you most sincerely.
Hello, my name is Mandy Reisner, and this is Camden, and we are honored to be here today. Camden's journey at the UI Stead Family Children's Hospital began when she was 22 days old. Camden stopped breathing in my arms in our home at that time. She was rushed to our local emergency room in Dubuque and later air cared to this hospital. They spent 57 minutes performing CPR on Camden. 57 minutes. It is truly a miracle that she's standing next to me today. Camden's journey from there continued on at this hospital. She spent over 1 month in the pediatric intensive care unit trying to figure out why she stopped breathing. Camden had more tests and biopsies, finger pokes, foot pokes, than you can truly imagine in 30 days. After we were discharged from the hospital, we still were not unsure why Camden stopped breathing. The doctors and nurses here at the hospital continued to work endlessly to try to figure out why Camden stopped breathing, so of course we could prevent it from happening again. Camden has many doctors and nurses that she works with in many different departments here at the hospital. More closely working with the cardiology department because Camden has a small hole in her heart and also an arrhythmia in her heart that they're monitoring over and over. So Camden has had lots of trips to the hospital, some short stays, some long stays, but regardless of how long or short we're here, her care team is amazing. Camden has the best of the best. She really, truly does, and we are very lucky in the state of Iowa to have the services that we have here. They saved our daughter's life 13 years ago. They are the reason that she's walking and talking today when we were told that that's probably not going to be a possibility. The doctors and nurses save lives every single day under this roof. What they do is truly amazing. We are forever thankful to the staff that we have worked with over the years and will continue to work with as Camden's journey is not over. The caretakers of Camden here in the hospital are not just her medical team, but they are also a part of our family. They reach out to us on her birthday. They contact her well beyond just the appointments that she has. So when we say that this place feels like home, it really, truly does feel like home. But this all started because of a football game. So the reason why we're here was because of a football game, and so Camden thought it made the most sense for her to wear her kid captain jersey. Camden was a kid captain in 2017. The kid captain experience for Camden was truly priceless. All the attention and recognition that this program gives the kids is truly amazing and humbling as a parent to see. Being out on the field with the coaches and the players and getting to be in the locker room, not many kids get to go into the Hawkeye locker room. It truly makes them feel special. When you're a parent that has a child that has to go to numerous doctor's appointments, therapy after therapy sessions, and have multiple medical procedures performed on a regular basis, seeing them shine in the spotlight and their face light up means more than you can possibly imagine. Camden loves her kid captain jersey, And that's why it was without a doubt what she was wearing today. Sorry, Carson. Camden and I are here on behalf of all UI Stead Family Children Hospital patients and families. We are just one of the many, many families that are touched by this hospital. We want to thank Carson and all of the people that have made donations. It truly means more to us than we can put into words. And I could really stand up here and talk for hours about this, because I do, and talk about this special little girl. But she also would like to say a few words as well. Ready?
This. Hi, I'm Camden. I have many friends here at the hospital. And now I am one more than all you will now Carson come out so I can thank you for what you have done for the kid like me.
Good job. So now we would like to invite Carson King to come up to the stage.
Okay, so first I just wanted to talk about how the reason I chose Stead Family Hospital, they affect people from all over the country, especially the state. They're a huge deal. They're the best at what they do. I just thought it was appropriate, you know. I think it's crazy to think about all these kids and their families that we're going to help out with this donation. You know, I never thought it would get near this big. I mean, I didn't think we would get anything to start with, so $3 million is pretty cool. I think so many people joined on board with donating because I don't know, they see such a great cause and they just want to support it, and it unites, the state and the country, and it just shows that all these kids and their families are fighters and that people are there for them. I'm sorry. I'd like to just go over, and I kind of want Camden and Mandy to be the ones to help me do this transfer. So if you guys are okay with that. So you guys can hear what I'm saying.
Good.
So how about on the count of 3, we'll press the button and make the transfer together.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, 1,
2,
2, 3.
Patrick's in charge of the check.
I'm just leaving.
When I started a year ago, I said I had a lot to learn about this state. The people here impressed me from the start. The University of Iowa and the state as a whole, just how hardworking everyone is, how down to earth everyone is, and how everyone's committed to excellence. But this past month has only reminded me that this thing that I keep getting told about, Iowa nice, is something that is so real. And that the generosity of this state, the people of this state coming together for a laudable cause is real. And it's inspiring. And with Carson's help, it inspired a nation. And I really do think this will make a huge difference for us. And standing in this lobby with all of our families here who are going to go back upstairs and know that there are so many eyes on them and so many hearts thinking about them. So glad that they were able to share in this moment. But on behalf of everyone at the University of Iowa, Stead Family Children's Hospital, including our patients, their families, our faculty, our staff, we want to extend a sincere thank you to everyone. And thank you for helping us provide the best possible pediatric care here in Iowa. We want to leave you with one last thank you.
On behalf of University of Iowa Stead Family Children's Hospital, thank you.
To the thousands who support us, welcome to the Iowa family.
Our hearts are full from this one spark of kindness from Carson King.
It inspired so many to come together for the kids.
For the kids.
For the kids.
For the kids. Your donations will help families and kids in Iowa, the country, and around the world to live a better life today and in the future.
We are forever grateful.
Thank you, everyone, for being a part of this amazing story.